Hi, welcome to Red Talks. In my lifetime, I have had a fair amount of what many would consider long-term relationships. I can proudly proclaim that each and every single one of these ended on my terms, however. I have never been dumped by a girl, and I have always been the one to declare an end to my involvement with the woman that I was interested in at the time. One interesting observation I have made during the moment I bring up the breakup talk is, without fail, every single woman has asked, "Is that what you really want?" Aside from how every single woman said the exact same thing, the interesting thing about asking this question as a final "are you sure" is that it places the burden of final decision making in your hands and removes the woman from any accountability in making this final decision.
Are you sure about that?
We all know how so many women just love claiming plausible deniability and lack any accountability for their actions. The woman at this point can completely blame you for everything and blame you for the ending of the relationship, while pretending to walk away with a sense of false pride and the illusion that she is a victim, as if she had no part in the failure of the relationship. What's also interesting about this particular line of questioning isn't so much that every single girl I knew said the same thing, it's that even though they used the exact same words, they weren't always asking the same question. I have 3 examples of this question being asked in different ways, though there may be more. You see, if somebody says, "Is that what you really want?" This is meant to question what it is you want exactly, and is the most honest use of this question. It is asking for clarification, and the person may actually be taking your decision to heart. Second, if you are asked, "Is that what you really want?" This is meant to question whether you have thought clearly on deciding between more than one option, or how badly you really want the option you have chosen. This can be seen as a less clear form of the question and may be a little dishonest, but not always. Many times this is asked if the person asking the question knows something the other person does not. I actually have a personal story I would like to share that fits this one. Now, I'm a very health-conscious individual, but I have a few guilty pleasures. Eggnog is one of them. One time when I was at the wise old age of 13, I went over to a friend's house to hang out, and I was thirsty, so I asked if I could have something to drink. I was given permission, and I looked in the fridge. Among the available beverages was indeed eggnog. There was only a small amount left in the carton, and my friend said I could just finish the rest from the carton. As my excited self grabbed the carton, my friend's mother said to check the expiration date on the carton because she was sure it was expired. I looked at the date, and indeed it was expired, but I was a know-it-all teenager and knew that expiration dates were just put on food items as a requirement and to get people to buy more food. Just before I took a drink, my friend's mother asked, "Are you sure you want to drink that?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sure it's fine." Now, eggnog, at least in the United States, is only available for about 2 or 3 months out of the year, usually from late October through December during the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday seasons. This wasn't October, November, or December. This was mid-January. As I put the carton to my lips, I expected the familiar taste of delicious sweet creaminess and nutmeg and cinnamon, but instead I was hit with a chunky sour mucus with an odor that could be a substitute for cheap cologne. I immediately gagged and spit up the eggnog, and my friend and his mother laughed hysterically at me. Now, I can't necessarily blame my friend or his mom, but it can be questioned whether I was allowed to drink the eggnog for their amusement. When his mom asked if I was sure I wanted the eggnog, she already knew it was rotten, but still allowed me to drink it. My friend's mom asking me if I was sure could have been a little disingenuous. The final example I have of this question is the most dangerous, much more dangerous than rotten eggnog. When somebody asks, "Is that what you really want?" you can usually count on some sort of payback or revenge based on your decision. This is the one to really watch out for when dealing with women. This is the woman saying, "Fine, if that's what you want, you got it, mister." This usually leads to holes in the wall, broken furniture, or damage to your car, and in even more serious cases, divorce, rape, and or false claims against you, such as physical or sexual abuse. If you get this question at any point in time, run. Do not let your ego get the best of you and challenge the woman. Any vindictive threats or actions from a woman, even during short-term dating, should be met with immediate termination of your involvement with her. If you have to, pretend your decision she is asking you about is not actually final, and when things cool off, you can make your escape plan. Next time you are asked, "Are you sure?" or "Is that what you really want?" don't just think about the decision you are making. Try to understand exactly what the other person is asking and why. I want to shift the focus of this topic from women to men, MGTOW men in particular. When you make the decision to go MGTOW, you have more freedom, and with it, more freedom comes more choices. Some of these choices are trivial, and some are not, but you should have the red pill mindset to make sure you are making the best decisions for yourself. If you are unsure about something, that's okay. Keep asking yourself if that's what you really want, and make sure you are asking honestly, and make sure you are asking yourself the right version of that question. Are you deciding between more than one thing, or are you deciding how badly you really want something? Some people view going their own way as the easy way, but many times you are still faced with decisions that may impact your life greatly. By going MGTOW and ridding yourself of the distractions of women, do you want to start a new business? Do you want to live abroad for a period of time? Do you want to save a bunch of money and invest it? Do you want to work on your own personal development? Do you want to pursue new hobbies or interests? These are all possible with the freedom granted by MGTOW, and you should always make sure whatever decisions you make, they are truly what you want. And that's it for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and as with every video, I have a selection of MGTOW music that I play. If you'd like more MGTOW music, be sure to check out my MGTOW music playlist that I have linked in the video and in the description. Today's MGTOW music selection is by Triumph, the song Fight the Good Fight, off of the album Allied Forces, released in 1981. Enjoy.